When a hot flash hits, it can feel like a sudden wave of heat rising from your chest to your face, and it often comes out of nowhere. And when night sweats wake you at 2 or 3 a.m., leaving you overheated, anxious, or unable to fall back asleep, it can feel like your body is working against you. But these symptoms are not random and not just aging. They're signals from your hormones, especially estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, and your nervous system, adjusting during perimenopause and menopause. Hot flashes and night sweats happen when your internal thermostat becomes more sensitive, reacting to stress, meals, temperature, and even small hormone shifts. In this video, you'll learn doctor-approved natural ways to reduce hot flashes, sleep better, and calm your body's temperature swings. Why hot flashes happen. What estrogen is doing behind the scenes. If you've ever felt a sudden heat wave rush through your body, rising from your chest to your neck and face, you're not imagining it. And it's not just temperature changes or stress. Hot flashes begin inside your brain long before you ever feel them on your skin. What most women don't realize is that a hot flash is actually a miscommunication between your hormones and your internal thermostat, and estrogen plays a bigger role in this than almost any other hormone. How estrogen regulates body temperature. Your brain has a temperature control center called the hypothalamus. Think of it as your internal thermostat. Its job is to keep your body within a narrow comfort zone. Estrogen normally helps the hypothalamus sense temperature accurately. But when estrogen levels drop suddenly, fluctuate day to day, or rise and fall unevenly, the hypothalamus becomes more sensitive and misreads signals. A normal, tiny temperature change feels like a heat emergency, triggering a hot flash. Why estrogen fluctuates. During perimenopause and menopause. Estrogen doesn't decline smoothly. It rises, drops, and swings unpredictably, sometimes day to day. These fluctuations affect temperature regulation, blood vessels, sweat glands, your nervous system, brain chemistry. This is why flashes feel random, even when nothing changes around you. What actually happens during a hot flash? A flash begins inside the hypothalamus. Here's the sequence. The brain detects a slight rise in temperature, even if it's tiny. Because estrogen is low, it overreacts. Blood vessels suddenly widen to release heat. You feel an intense wave of heat. Sweat activates to cool you down. Your body overcools, leading to chills afterward. This temperature roller coaster is classic menopausal physiology. Signs your hot flashes are estrogen-related. Watch for heat episodes that start in the chest/neck. Flushing or redness, sweating suddenly, feeling hot at night, warmth triggered by stress or warm rooms, chills after flashes, flashes worsening before a period, perimenopause. These patterns point to estrogen changes, not lifestyle triggers. Doctor-approved habits to support estrogen balance. Naturally, you can't control every estrogen shift, but you can reduce how strongly your brain reacts to them. 1. Balance blood sugar. Unstable glucose increases estrogen fluctuations. Eat meals with protein plus fiber plus healthy fats. 2. Add phytoestrogen-rich foods. These plant compounds gently support estrogen, flaxseed, chickpeas, soy, moderate amounts, lentils, sesame seeds. They're not hormones, they simply help smooth out hormonal swings. 3. Reduce hot flash triggers. Warm rooms, alcohol, caffeine, and spicy foods can intensify estrogen-related flashes. 4. Support the nervous system. Slow breathing, stretching, and meditation help calm the hypothalamus. 5. Include magnesium-rich foods. Magnesium helps regulate temperature sensitivity. Sources: leafy greens, nuts, seeds, whole grains. 6. Keep hydration steady. Dehydration makes flashes feel more intense. Hot flashes are not random. They're your brain responding to shifting estrogen levels and an overly sensitive internal thermostat. When you support estrogen balance, stabilize blood sugar, and calm your nervous system, you reduce the frequency and intensity of these heat waves, helping your body regain its natural cooling rhythm. Night sweats, when hormones wake you at 2 to 4 a.m. If you wake up drenched, overheated, anxious, or unable to fall back asleep, even when your room is cool, you're experiencing one of the clearest hormonal signals of menopause: night sweats. These episodes aren't caused by blankets, room temperature, or bad dreams. They happen because your hormones, especially estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, and blood sugar regulators, shift during the night. Night sweats are your body's internal temperature system misfiring during sleep, and once you understand why they happen, you can dramatically reduce them. Why night sweats are so common in perimenopause and menopause. Your sleep system and hormone system are tightly connected. When hormone levels change, sleep quality changes too, and temperature regulation becomes more sensitive. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. 1. Estrogen decline. Disrupts your cooling system. Estrogen helps your brain maintain a stable temperature window at night. When estrogen drops, your cooling zone shrinks. Small temperature shifts feel extreme. Your brain triggers sweating to compensate. This is why night sweats happen even in cool rooms. 2. Progesterone drop raises. Nighttime heat sensitivity. Progesterone helps regulate body heat and promotes deeper sleep. Low progesterone leads to lighter sleep, more awakenings, overheating in the early morning, anxious, restless sleep. Women often describe this as waking up hot and stressed. 3. Cortisol spikes between 2 and 4 a.m. Cortisol naturally begins rising early in the morning to wake you up. During menopause, cortisol rises too early or too sharply, causing sudden heat, sweating, heart-pounding sensations, restless mind, difficulty falling back asleep. Night sweats are often cortisol-driven, not temperature-driven. 4. Blood sugar dips. Trigger heat surges. If you eat too little at dinner or have an unbalanced meal, blood sugar may crash at night. Your body responds by releasing adrenaline and cortisol, which spike body temperature, cause sweating, wake you abruptly. Many night sweats are actually blood sugar alarms. 5. Stress sensitizes your nervous system. A tense nervous system makes temperature misfires more likely. If you're going through stress, night sweats often worsen. Common patterns of night sweats. You may notice waking between 2 and 4 a.m. hot or sweaty, sudden heart pounding, difficulty falling back asleep, waking hungry or anxious, chills after sweating, damp sheets or clothing. These are classic hormone-related sleep symptoms. Doctor-approved night routine to reduce night sweats. Here's what actually helps. 1. Eat a balanced dinner. Include protein plus fiber plus healthy fats. This stabilizes nighttime blood sugar, one of the biggest triggers of night sweats. 2. Add a light evening snack. Optional. If you often wake sweaty or shaky, A small snack like Greek yogurt, nuts, or berries can prevent overnight glucose crashes. 3. Reduce alcohol in the evening. Alcohol intensifies night sweats by widening blood vessels and destabilizing sleep. 4. Limit caffeine. After 2 p.m. Caffeine raises cortisol, making night sweats stronger. 5. Support a cooling sleep environment. Use breathable bedding, light layers, and a small bedside fan. 6. Practice a 3 to 5 minute calm down routine. Slow breathing or stretching lowers nighttime cortisol. 7. Add magnesium-rich foods to dinner. Supports deeper sleep and temperature regulation. Examples: spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, avocado. Night sweats aren't caused by your bedroom, they're caused by hormonal shifts, cortisol spikes, blood sugar dips, and increased nervous system sensitivity. By supporting stable hormones, eating balanced meals, and calming your nighttime routine, you can significantly reduce night sweats and finally sleep through the night again. Stress and cortisol, the hidden trigger that makes hot flashes worse. Have you ever noticed that your hot flashes get worse on stressful days, or that one small worry can suddenly bring on a wave of heat? That's not a coincidence. Stress is one of the strongest triggers for hot flashes and night sweats, and cortisol, your main stress hormone, plays a huge role in why those heat waves feel so intense. During menopause, your nervous system becomes more sensitive to stress signals, which makes even small emotional or physical triggers feel amplified. How stress makes hot flashes stronger. When you're stressed, the brain sends a message to release cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones increase your heart rate, narrow your temperature comfort zone, activate the fight or flight response, make your internal thermostat overreact. This means your brain is more likely to trigger a hot flash even when your temperature hasn't changed much. The menopause nervous system, why it's more reactive after 40. Estrogen has a calming effect on the nervous system. When estrogen declines, your stress tolerance decreases. Your body reacts faster to emotional triggers. Your temperature sensitivity increases. Your brain becomes less efficient at cooling you down. This is why hot flashes feel more intense during busy, emotional, or overwhelming times. What happens during a stress-induced hot flash? Stress triggers a chain reaction. Cortisol rises. The hypothalamus tightens your heat tolerance zone. Your brain senses danger even if it's emotional, not physical. Blood vessels widen suddenly. Heat rushes upward. Sweating activates. You feel exhausted once it passes. This stress flash cycle is incredibly common. Everyday stressors that trigger hot flashes. These are surprisingly common: rushing in the morning, running late, work pressure, overthinking at night, arguments or emotional shock, skipping meals, caffeine on an empty stomach, poor sleep, loud environments, multitasking. You might not feel stressed, but your body registers these triggers instantly. How cortisol affects night sweats. Cortisol naturally rises in the early morning to prepare your body to wake. During menopause, cortisol often spikes too early, rises too sharply, or triggers adrenaline. This causes sudden heat, sweating, heart palpitations, night waking, anxiety upon waking. Many women think, "I'm overheating," but it's actually a stress hormone surge. Doctor-approved ways to reduce stress-triggered hot flashes. You don't need long meditations. Short, frequent resets are more effective. 1. Slow breathing, the fastest way to stop a flash. A 1-minute breathing practice can calm the hypothalamus. Try: inhale 4 seconds, exhale 6 seconds. 2. Eat regularly and don't skip meals. Skipping meals spikes cortisol. Stable blood sugar equals stable stress response. 3. Reduce caffeine on an empty stomach. Coffee before food intensifies cortisol spikes and heat sensitivity. 4. Create cooling moments. Throughout the day, short breaks where you pause, breathe, and relax your shoulders. This trains your nervous system to stay steady. 5. Add magnesium and omega-3 rich foods. Both nutrients support a calmer nervous system. Examples: leafy greens, nuts, salmon, chia seeds, avocados. 6. Protect your evening calm window. Avoid stimulating tasks 1 to 2 hours before bed. Your cortisol rhythm resets at night to protect that time. 7. Practice gentle movement daily. Walking, stretching, and yoga lower cortisol and help regulate temperature. Stress doesn't cause hot flashes, but it makes them much stronger and much more frequent by tightening your temperature comfort zone. When you support your nervous system with calm routines, balanced meals, and lower cortisol habits, you break the stress flash cycle and regain control of your body's temperature response. Sleep disruption, heat sensitivity, and the menopause brain. If your sleep has become lighter, more interrupted, or harder to recover from, and your hot flashes feel worse on tired days, this is not a coincidence. Menopause changes how your brain sleeps, how your body cools itself, and how your nervous system resets overnight. Poor sleep doesn't just make hot flashes more noticeable, it actually triggers more of them. During perimenopause and menopause, your brain's sleep patterns shift dramatically, making your internal thermostat even more sensitive. Why menopause changes your sleep. Hormones influence every part of your sleep cycle. When estrogen and progesterone decline, you lose their calming, cooling effects. Here's how it impacts your nights. 1. Estrogen drop equals more heat sensitivity at night. Estrogen helps regulate body temperature. Without enough estrogen, your cool zone during sleep shrinks. Warm flashes feel more intense. Small temperature changes wake you up. Overheating happens more easily. This is why even a warm pillow or a heavy blanket can trigger a sweat episode. 2. Progesterone decline equals lighter, less restful sleep. Progesterone promotes deeper sleep and helps relax the nervous system. Low progesterone causes more frequent awakenings, restless legs, difficulty falling back asleep, increased anxiety at night. This combination makes night sweats feel stronger and harder to recover from. 3. Menopause alters REM and deep sleep stages. Your brain cycles through REM and deep sleep more irregularly. This leads to less emotional recovery, reduced temperature stability, more vivid dreams or nighttime anxiety, more sensitivity to heat spikes. A tired brain overreacts to temperature changes. 4. Cortisol rises. When you don't sleep well, one poor night, elevated cortisol the next day. High cortisol increases heat sensitivity, triggers hot flashes when stressed, worsens night sweats, disrupts sleep again. It becomes a cycle. Bad sleep, hot flashes, more bad sleep. 5. Evening habits that accidentally heat up your body. These common habits raise your internal temperature or cortisol at night. Late-night heavy meals, spicy foods at dinner, wine or alcohol, caffeine after 2 p.m. intense evening workouts, late screen time, sleeping in synthetic fabrics. Small changes here make a big difference. Doctor-approved evening routine to reduce night heat. Here's how to create a cooler, more hormone-friendly sleep pattern. 1. Eat a calm, cooling dinner. Include leafy greens, salmon, lentils, berries, sweet potato. Avoid wine, spicy foods, sugary desserts. These raise body temperature. 2. Finish eating 2 to 3 hours before bed. Late meals raise metabolism. Arrow raise, heat production, arrow trigger sweats. 3. Use a screen curfew. 1 hour before bed. Blue light delays melatonin and increases nighttime cortisol. 4. Take a warm, not hot, shower before bed. It lowers core body temperature afterward and reduces night sweats. 5. Wear breathable cotton or bamboo sleepwear. Synthetic fabrics trap heat and worsen sweating. 6. Keep bedroom temperature between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 16 to 19 degrees Celsius. A cool room allows your internal thermostat to stay stable. 7. Practice slow breathing or stretching. Just 2 to 3 minutes reduces cortisol and protects your nighttime cooling system. Menopause changes your sleep patterns and makes your internal thermostat more sensitive, which is why nights feel warmer and more unpredictable. But with smarter evening habits, a calm wind-down routine, and a sleep environment designed for cooling, you can reduce heat spikes, sleep more deeply, and wake feeling steadier and more refreshed. Foods, drinks, and daily habits that reduce hot flashes naturally. If your hot flashes feel unpredictable, some days mild, some days intense, the reason may be on your plate. Food and drink choices are some of the strongest natural triggers of hot flashes and night sweats. What you eat and drink can either calm your hormones or overstimulate your internal heat system. The good news: small daily swaps can dramatically reduce heat episodes. How food influences hot flashes. Certain foods widen blood vessels, spike blood sugar, or trigger cortisol, all of which make your internal thermostat more reactive. The goal isn't dieting, it's understanding what keeps your system cool and steady. 1. Blood sugar spikes equals stronger heat waves. When blood sugar rises quickly, your body releases insulin, which can trigger sudden warmth, flushing, increased sweating, energy crashes. This is why sugary foods or high-carb meals can worsen hot flashes. Balanced meals keep both temperature and mood steadier. 2. Alcohol worsens heat and night sweats. Alcohol widens blood vessels and destabilizes sleep. Just one drink at night can intensify night sweats, trigger early morning wake-ups, reduce deep sleep. Many women experience instant relief when reducing evening alcohol. 3. Caffeine sensitizes the nervous system. Coffee or strong tea on an empty stomach spikes cortisol, heat sensitivity. You don't need to quit, just pair caffeine with food. 4. Spicy foods trigger hot flashes for many women. They heat your core temperature and activate sweat glands. 5. Dehydration intensifies hot flashes. Water helps regulate temperature. Even mild dehydration makes flashes feel more intense. Aim for steady hydration throughout the day, not just at night. Cooling, hormone-friendly foods. These foods support estrogen balance, calm inflammation, and help regulate temperature. Phytoestrogen-rich foods smooth estrogen swings. Flaxseed. Soy, moderate. chickpeas, lentils, sesame seeds, anti-inflammatory foods, salmon, olive oil, turmeric, leafy greens, berries, walnuts, hydrating foods, cucumbers, citrus fruits, watermelon, coconut water, magnesium-rich foods, spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, dark chocolate, moderate. These help reduce muscle tension, stress, and nighttime heat. Daily eating pattern for fewer hot flashes. 1. Eat balanced meals, protein plus fiber plus healthy fat. This stabilizes blood sugar and reduces temperature spikes. 2. Don't skip meals. Hunger spikes cortisol, triggers hot flashes. 3. Limit alcohol and caffeine in the evening. Better sleep equals fewer night sweats. 4. Drink water throughout the day. Hydration is an internal cooling system. 5. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons flaxseed daily. Gently supports estrogen balance. 6. Include fermented foods. Gut balance improves hormone metabolism. What you eat and drink directly affects your body's ability to manage heat. Blood sugar spikes, alcohol, caffeine, dehydration, and inflammatory foods make hot flashes worse. But with balanced meals, cooling foods, steady hydration, and simple daily habits, you can significantly reduce hot flashes and night sweats naturally and consistently. Hydration, minerals, and electrolytes. Simple tools to cool your body from within. If you've noticed your hot flashes get worse when you're even slightly dehydrated, or if you feel overheated after salty meals, long afternoons, or stressful days, your hydration and mineral balance may be quietly influencing your symptoms. Many women don't realize this, but your body's cooling system depends on water, sodium, magnesium, and potassium, and during menopause, your needs change. Menopause makes your body more sensitive to dehydration, electrolyte shifts, and temperature changes. Supporting hydration is one of the easiest natural ways to reduce the intensity of hot flashes and night sweats. Why hydration matters more. After 40. Estrogen helps regulate fluid balance. As estrogen declines, your body holds less water. Your temperature rises faster. Sweating becomes more intense. Cooling becomes less efficient. Even mild dehydration increases hot flash frequency. How minerals affect heat sensitivity. Electrolytes keep your cooling system stable. 1. Sodium helps maintain fluid balance. Too little or too much worsens heat sensitivity. 2. Potassium supports heart rhythm and temperature regulation. Low potassium triggers overheating. 3. Magnesium relaxes blood vessels and reduces stress-driven flashes. Many women have low magnesium after 40, which intensifies both hot flashes and night sweats. Simple, doctor-approved hydration habits. Start your morning with a glass of water before caffeine to prevent early cortisol-driven dehydration. Add mineral-rich foods like avocados, leafy greens, nuts, seeds, bananas, and coconut water. Use a balanced electrolyte drink, without heavy sugars, on hotter days or after sweating. Sip water throughout the day. Large, infrequent gulps can trigger more urination and worsen dehydration. Limit alcohol and very salty meals, which trigger heat waves by dilating blood vessels. Keep a water bottle by your bed to cool post-night sweat episodes. Hydration is hormonal. When fluids and minerals are balanced, your temperature stays steadier, hot flashes feel less intense, and night sweats become easier to manage. Small changes in your hydration routine can dramatically cool your body from the inside out. Your daily hot flash and night sweat relief plan. Managing hot flashes and night sweats becomes much easier when you follow a simple daily rhythm that supports your hormones, nervous system, and internal thermostat. This blueprint doesn't require perfection, just steady habits that signal stability to your body. Morning. Set your temperature rhythm. Eat breakfast within 1 hour. A protein-rich meal stabilizes blood sugar and prevents early cortisol spikes, one of the biggest daytime flash triggers. Get morning sunlight. It strengthens your circadian rhythm and reduces nighttime cortisol spikes that wake you sweating. Avoid caffeine on an empty stomach. Have coffee after food to prevent temperature sensitivity. Midday, keep heat and stress under control. Choose balanced meals. Protein plus fiber plus healthy fats regulate hormones and prevent reactive heat spikes. Add short movement breaks. A 10-minute walk after meals reduces insulin spikes that trigger hot flashes. Stay hydrated steadily. Sip water throughout the day, not all at once. Wear breathable fabrics. Help your body disperse heat naturally. Evening, reduce night sweats. Eat a cooling dinner. Include leafy greens, berries, flaxseed, or hydrating veggies. Limit alcohol. Even small amounts worsen nighttime overheating. Begin a wind-down routine 1 hour before bed. Stretching, slow breathing, dim lights, all lower cortisol. Keep your bedroom cool. 18 to 20 degrees Celsius with light bedding works best. Optional small snack. A protein-rich snack prevents blood sugar crashes that trigger 2 to 4 a.m. night sweats. Nervous system support, anytime. Use cooling moments throughout the day. 1 minute slow breathing. Shoulder relaxation, stepping away from stress, grounding exercises. A calmer nervous system equals fewer hot flashes. This daily plan helps your hormones, nervous system, and temperature centers work together, reducing hot flashes, calming night sweats, and improving sleep naturally. Conclusion. Hot flashes and night sweats can feel unpredictable, overwhelming, and exhausting, but they are not signs that your body is failing. They're signals that your hormones, nervous system, and internal thermostat are adjusting to a new phase of life. With calm routines, balanced meals, nervous system support, cooling habits, and steady daily rhythms, you can reduce these symptoms naturally and regain a sense of control, comfort, and confidence in your body again. Small changes practiced consistently, especially in the evening and before sleep, make the biggest difference. Your body is not working against you, it's trying to rebalance. And with the right support, it absolutely can. This video is educational only and not medical advice. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching.